I am Joseph and I have come a long way. I am Mary. I have come a long way. I am Mary. I have come a long way.
My name is Joseph, and we've come a long way.
Hello, thank you. You've joined us here. I'm David, and I'm here with Paco and Gladys, who are going to share a little bit about their experiences of the last 5 months, isn't it? So we know that Mary and Joseph, they've been on a long and arduous journey, and Paco and Gladys and their daughter have also been on a long journey. Where have you travelled from?
Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong, brilliant. And when did you arrive in St Albans?
End of July.
End of July, great. And when you arrived, did you know anybody here?
No. No.
What was that like?
It's really challenging, and we are facing a lot of uncertainty. Yeah, such as we didn't know very well about the place, and we know nobody here, and then we just followed our sense that that's the right thing we should do, because for the daughter's future, because maybe someone know about it. The situation in Hong Kong is getting worse, and for the futures of our daughter, we think we have to do it.
And that was why you decided to come here. Was there anything you felt difficult about this?
Yes, a lot of difficulty, because we have to leave our parents and siblings, and they are still in Hong Kong, and then we have to quit our job, and then we have to move everything in Hong Kong from Hong Kong to the UK.
So difficult to move our all belonging to here.
Yeah,
to
establish our home again here, and then restart our life.
And have you felt God's hand at all in your journey, in your moving?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because the whole planning, moving from Hong Kong to UK, we feel deeply about the God leading us the way. Yeah, because all the process is very smooth, and then is contrary to our original planning to Australia, because we feel that our the whole path is blocked, either through career or through studying. But coming from here, we feel that all the things are very smooth, and then God is planning and is leading us the way. Yeah, we feel very grateful.
And I remember there's a sunny days when we are first tourists. Yeah, we can go everywhere, enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, I think we have a good start here. Yeah.
Great, thank you. And is there anything that excites you about the future?
Yeah, and I'm looking for a job. Okay. Yeah, still because it's a Christmas time, as it get hard to send more requests out.
I feel a little bit excited about the future and some uncertainty. Yeah, because excited because I'm studying in the master course.
And which subject are you studying?
I'm studying psychology. Yeah. I'm looking forward to do some research or to be a practical psychologist to help people. Yeah. And uncertainty is that we are still adapting to the new environment.
And what hopes do you have for the future?
We would like to adopt ourselves here well, and I hope we can do more service in the church. Yeah, contribute more our share to here, because we would like to live in UK.
Yeah, and to adapt and to I think we are trying to adapt a new culture and at the same time to preserve our own culture and foster some cultural exchange and we hope our girl studying here could be happy. Yeah.
Right on cue. Let me ask, who's the most excited about Christmas in your family?
Our girl.
Daughter.
I think you might have just caught a glimpse of her there.
Yeah,
But
okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for sharing some of your story with us. We look forward to catching up with you after services and around the place as well in the coming years. But yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
The world descends into chaos around me. What am I prepared to risk? My reputation if I take them with me? My wealth if I leave this place? My life if I make the wrong decision? I catch sight of myself in the mirror. Who will I see next year?
So, Margot, did you know that there is a new baby born just down the hill in Bethlehem? And we want to go and see Jesus. We are the local shepherds and we want to go and see Jesus, but it's a big risk, isn't it, husband?
It is, yeah.
Because if we leave our sheep, they might not be here when we come back. But it's so important that we go and see and give thanks to this new king that's been born. And what's very, very important for everybody to know is that it's not just husband that goes to see Jesus and leaves his sheep. It's all of us. So it's you and baby and mummy, and we all go together and see baby Jesus. And hopefully give him a big hug. So we're going to get up and we're going to go and find baby Jesus, who is right by that purple cloth. You know how much you love purple. Mm-hmm. So you ready? Off we go. Here we go together. Do you want to hold my hand? Nice. Here we go.
The star shines bright tonight.
We must be nearly there.
Do you ever wonder
Wonder?
that we might be wrong? Many started out, but only we came this way.
There is no going back. We cannot relive the past. As for right or wrong,
The star shines bright tonight. We must be nearly there.
So why should we follow the star, though?
Well, we've seen it. We've seen that something important. You know, the star's up there. It's massive. It's clearly meant to lead us somewhere. We've just got to have faith, haven't we?
I mean, if we think it's a message from God, it's like we have to follow it.
yeah, but what about if we're wrong?
That could be a possibility, but I feel like it's a sense inside us. We know. You know, we are very wise people.
We could go, but then what about if the manger's empty?
Yeah, but I mean, what have we got to lose? We're following the star. We're halfway there. You know,
It's a big risk.
Yeah.
but it's a risk worth taking, isn't it? When you know, you just know.
When you know, definitely. Risk worth taking. Let's just do it.
Okay,
Keep going.
Let's
All right.
crack on.
let's go, just follow the star.
It's a baby boy.
The damp gets in your bones. It's a cold I've never known before. I wonder, is there kindness here amongst these grey and sightless stones? A stranger points me in the right direction. The shopkeeper calls me by my name. Someone leaves strawberries on the doorstep. I help clear a neighbour's garden. He gives me a cup of tea.
Jan was a rough sleeper in St Albans last year. We tried to capture his story. He's moved away now, and we've changed his name and some of the details to protect his privacy.
Jan was born and brought up in a small village in Poland. He left school at 15 and began working on building sites as a labourer. His family was poor and they depended on the pay he brought home each week to buy food for his younger brother and sisters and for his gran, who all lived in their small cottage with his mother, 6 people in 2 bedrooms.
Building work dried up in the country area where Jan lived, and he moved to a nearby city to try and get work. But thousands of people were doing the same thing, and there was no work for him either. While he was there, he met up with other unemployed builders who said that there was a lot of work in England and that he was going to move there and get a well-paid job. He said it was possible to live well in England and still send money home to his family, so he decided to try his luck in England.
They got here by hitching lifts and using almost all of the last of their savings to take a ferry across the channel. This was at the time when Polish citizens could travel here more easily. Like everyone else in their position, they headed for London. In South London, they managed to get some labouring work on building sites. The pay was much better than in Poland, but everything was more expensive too. They slept on the floor of a flat rented by their site foreman, and for a month or 2, Jan was able to send some money back to his mother in Poland. But one day an inspector turned up at the building site and decided that Jan wasn't allowed to work there because he didn't have the right paperwork. So Jan was sacked. He also lost his place on the site foreman's floor.
For a day or 2, Jan wandered around South London looking for other building sites to work at, sleeping in local parks at night. No one was interested in taking him without paperwork. But he did bump into a plumber who said he was doing a job in St Albans for a builder who didn't ask too many questions. Jan didn't know where St Albans was, but the plumber was driving there that afternoon and offered him a lift.
So Jan arrived in St Albans on a late autumn afternoon with no job, nowhere to stay, but hoping to be able to work for a living to help support his family back home.
The plumber was right, and the builder was willing to employ Jan on a shop refurbishment without asking too many questions. For 3 months into the winter, Jan worked hard. He sent money home to his mother.
At night he tried various sleeping places, the multi-storey car park on Drover's Way, round the back of St Peter's Church in Clarence Park. But the car park was dangerous, and he was beaten up by a gang of youths there. And he was disturbed at the other places by drunks and other rough sleepers with drug problems. So he joined up with another Polish labourer, and having been given a tent by the charity, they found a secluded spot in a wood off the Hemel Hempstead Road. Their tent in this wood was their home throughout December that year, walking 3 miles back into St Albans each day for work. Each Saturday, he would go to a currency exchange shop and send most of his pay to his mother back home. But by Christmas, the work was finished and Jan was out of a job again.
In January, that tent in the wood 3 miles out from St Albans was bitterly cold and a frightening place to live. Jan explained his problems to the staff at Open Door, and although their 10 beds were all taken, they did refer him to the Winter Beds Project, which was able to offer him a bed, a mattress on the floor with a clean sheet and a warm duvet, where he could sleep each night until the end of March.
Jan has now moved away from St Albans, and no one knows where he's gone. Maybe he's returned to Poland, or maybe he's sleeping in a tent in a wood outside another town. Or maybe he's got a stable job and is living in a flat, like some winter beds guests now are.
And we definitely hope so.